What if the life you want isn't being blocked by the universe, but by what your brain thinks is normal? Now, stay with me because today I'm going to show you how your subconscious mind keeps resisting change and how mastering your own programming can completely transform your future. My name is Mark, aka Great Lifestyle. I help people, especially those over 50, break out of outdated beliefs so that they can create freedom, abundance, peace of mind, residual income, and leave a powerful legacy. I used to call this escaping the matrix, but now I call it mastering the matrix because once you understand that it is a game and how the game works, you stop fighting it and you start playing it intentionally. Now, understand that your brain is not trying to make you successful. We are evolutionary creatures, and our brain was designed for survival. It wasn't designed for success. Yes, in today's society, money is something that is required to make it through this evolution or this part of life that we're in. So your brain, it wants you to survive, but it's not about success. Your brain don't care about success. Doesn't care about abundance. It doesn't care about freedom. Its job is just to keep you alive, plain and simple. Back when animals used to chase people around and make life miserable for people, that's what your brain was designed for. So familiar equals safe. That's why change feels so uncomfortable, not because it's wrong, but because it's unfamiliar. Your brain believes what feels normal. So think about it. If you spent years telling yourself, I'm broke, I'm too old, I'm not confident, not good enough, those thoughts begin to feel normal. Your subconscious accepts them and your behavior follows. That's why mastering your life starts with becoming aware of the programming, or put another way, the stories you've been repeating to yourself. The other day, I caught myself regurgitating something in my mind that I used to hear as a child. I used to hear, you're not special. And that welled up in my mind. And I was wondering where that came from. And I was like, this is one of those stories that's circulating in my mind and thwarting my growth. So what we have to do is stop forcing belief. Another thing that I've learned is that the harder you force something, the more resistance you create. Have you ever just wanted something really badly and it just didn't happen for you? And that's because when you force a belief, you're actually rejecting it. So the more you want something, the more difficult it is to get it sometimes. Think of maybe a job you wanted, maybe a person you wanted. And sometimes those things just didn't work. Just by wanting it wasn't enough because you're in actuality, you're telling your brain that you don't have it by wanting it so badly. So the harder you force something, the more resistance you create. Instead of trying to convince yourself overnight, begin normalizing the person you're becoming. Ask yourself, how would the future version of me think today? Small, consistent actions create this new identity. Give your brain some new evidence. Confidence, it doesn't appear magically. It grows from evidence. One workout, one phone call, one video, one difficult conversation. Every promise you keep to yourself, you're teaching your subconscious a new truth. Little by little, your identity begins to change. Now, freedom, it requires a vehicle. Awareness is powerful, but awareness without action keeps you where you are. And that's why I talk a lot about affiliate marketing and residual income, not because it's a shortcut, but because it forces you to grow, to communicate, to solve problems, become more valuable. The income matters, but the person you become is the greatest return on your investment. Also, just summing it all up, your brain prefers familiarity over better. Your subconscious follows what feels normal. Small actions create new evidence. New evidence creates a new identity. A new identity creates a new reality. So master your mind and you begin to master your life. As it is within, so it is without, one of the Hermetic principles. As it is above, so it is below. Your reality forms from the thoughts that you constantly hold in your mind. So mastering your mind is critical. So understand that what you want, it doesn't begin when everything changes around you. It begins the moment you change what's normal inside of you. Master the matrix. Like I always say, the only way out is in. Control your destiny.